This bottle of retinol costs $12. This one costs $90. And they contain the very same ingredient, retinol, which is, and I want you to really hear this, the single most proven wrinkle fighter that exists. The one ingredient dermatologists agree actually reverses the visible signs of aging. And here is what those same dermatologists will tell you if you ask them plainly. The $12 one very often contains the same strength of retinol as the $90 one, and sometimes more. So let me do some quick math with you, because your bathroom shelf is where the real money is hiding. If you have a luxury retinol, a luxury peptide serum, a luxury exfoliant, and a jar of famous luxury anti-aging cream, you could easily be looking at $400, $500, $600 of anti-aging skincare that a $50 drawer of drugstore products would match, and in the ingredients that actually matter, genuinely equal. And I do not say that as an opinion. I say it because the dermatologists who prescribe this for a living say it, plainly when the cameras are off and there is no counter commission on the line. Today, I am going to show you 9 of them. 9 specific drugstore anti-aging products, each one against the exact luxury product it goes head-to-head with, so that by the end, you will know precisely which cheap bottles actually fight aging, and which expensive ones are selling you a beautiful jar and a story. Here are the rules, so you know exactly what kind of list this is. Rule 1. Nobody pays me. No brand, cheap or luxury, sponsors this video, and nobody mailed me a jar to keep me quiet. If the drugstore one is genuinely worse, I will tell you, and today that happens in one honest place I will flag clearly. Rule 2. Every single one is a real, specific head-to-head. A named drugstore product against a named luxury product with the actual reason the cheap one holds up on skin over 50. And Rule 3. There is one place where spending more, or rather spending differently, is genuinely worth it. And it is not the $90 bottle. And I will tell you exactly what it is at the end. But first, 90 seconds on why this works, because it is the most important 90 seconds in the video. Here is the truth the luxury counter spends millions to keep fuzzy. The list of skincare ingredients actually proven to fight aging is short, and every single one of them is cheap and available at the drugstore. Retinoids, which are forms of vitamin A. Sunscreen, which is the most powerful of all. And to a lesser degree, certain acids, vitamin C, niacinamide, and peptides. That is essentially the list. There is no secret youth molecule that exists only in a $400 jar, because if there were, it would win a Nobel Prize, not sit on a department store counter. These proven ingredients are commodities sold to every brand on earth from the same suppliers and mixed very often in the very same contract factories that fill both the cheap bottle and the expensive one. And the ownership tells the whole story. The Ordinary, the brand of cheap, honest, effective serums you are about to see over and over, is owned by Estée Lauder, the exact same company that owns La Mer, the $400 cream sitting at number 1. Same parent, both shelves. So when you pay more for anti-aging skincare, you are almost never buying a more powerful ingredient. You are buying a heavier jar and a more beautiful story wrapped around the same molecule. Let me prove it. 9 times. Let us count them down. Number 9, and we start with the gentlest, the one that gives you the fastest visible result for the least money, a hyaluronic acid serum. The luxury versions sell for around $90. The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid serum sells for around $9. Hyaluronic acid does one job. It pulls water into the skin and holds it there. And that instantly plumps the skin so fine lines look softer and the face looks dewier and fuller. After 50, skin holds less water on its own, so this is genuinely one of the most flattering quick wins there is. And there is simply nowhere to hide a $90 secret in a water magnet, because hyaluronic acid is hyaluronic acid. The $9 one plumps exactly as well as the $90 one, applied to slightly damp skin and sealed under a moisturizer. Who is it for? Every woman over 50 who wants softer lines and a fresher, plumper look tomorrow morning. Cheapest, fastest win on the list. And the next one is the quiet multitasker that strengthens aging skin from the inside for the price of a coffee. Number 8 is a niacinamide serum. Luxury niacinamide serums sell for around $60. The ordinary sells for around $6. Niacinamide is simply vitamin B3, and it is one of the genuine workhorses of a mature routine. It calms redness, it evens out tone, and fades the dullness that creeps in with age, and it strengthens the skin barrier that gets thinner and more reactive after 50. And it is a pure commodity, the exact same molecule sold to every brand at the same low price. The $60 version is not stronger B3. It is the same B3 in a prettier bottle with a bigger story. Who is it for? Almost every woman over 50, especially if you get redness or uneven tone. $6, not $60. And the next one is the firming serum that goes head-to-head with the cult $68 cream. Number 7 is a peptide firming serum, the kind sold on the promise of firmer, bouncier skin. The cult luxury one is Drunk Elephant's Protini at around $68, and the affordable champions, Olay's Regenerist and the Ordinary's Multi-Peptide Buffet, sell for around $15 to $25. Peptides are trendy, and they do have gentle supporting evidence for helping skin look firmer over time. But here is the honest literacy point, because I promised you the truth. At every price, from $15 to $300, peptides are present in modest amounts, and dermatologists will tell you the Olay and the Drunk Elephant take the same functional approach and produce genuinely similar results. You are not buying stronger peptides at $68. You are buying the same idea in luxury packaging. Who is it for? Anyone who wants a firming step once the real basics are handled. Save the $50. And the next one is the exfoliant that scrubs years of dullness off mature skin, and its luxury twin is beloved by celebrities at $85. Number 6 is a glycolic or lactic acid exfoliant, the step that dissolves the buildup of dead, dull surface cells that makes mature skin look tired and rough. The famous luxury one is Sunday Riley's Good Genes, adored by celebrities, at around $85. The Ordinary and other drugstore brands sell an equally effective glycolic or lactic acid treatment for around $9 to $12. As we age, cell turnover slows dramatically, so that dull, flat layer sits on the surface longer, and a good acid sweeps it away to reveal brighter, smoother, more radiant skin underneath, and it helps your other products actually sink in. The acid that does the work is the same acid at $9.85, because glycolic acid is glycolic acid. Who is it for? Any woman over 50 whose skin looks dull, rough, or tired and wants radiance back. $9, not $85. And the next one is for the woman whose skin is too sensitive for retinol, the gentle alternative the counter charges a fortune for. Number 5 is Bakuchiol, the plant-based ingredient that behaves like a gentle retinol without the irritation, which matters enormously after 50, because mature skin is often drier and more easily irritated. Luxury Bakuchiol serums sell for around $80. The drugstore versions sell for around $12 to $15. Bakuchiol smooths fine lines and improves texture much the way retinol does, but without the redness, flaking, and stinging that can put sensitive skin off retinol entirely. So it is a beautiful option for delicate, mature skin or for easing your way in. And it is the same botanical ingredient whether it costs $12 or $80. Who is it for? Any woman over 50 whose skin is too sensitive or dry for traditional retinol, but who still wants smoothing. $12 and your skin stays calm. And this matters more than the beauty industry lets on, because so many women try retinol once, get red and flaky, decide anti-aging skincare simply is not for them, and give up entirely. Bakuchiol is the gentle door back in, and there is no reason on earth to pay $80 to walk through it. And now we reach the real heart of this video, the ingredient that genuinely turns back the clock, and the drugstore aisle absolutely humiliates the luxury counter on it. Number 4 is a retinol serum, the daily one, and this is the pairing this whole video is named for. Luxury retinol serums like Drunk Elephant's A. Pashoni at around $74 or SkinCeuticals retinol at around $88 are genuinely good products. But the drugstore retinols, from The Ordinary at around $12 or Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair at a similar price, deliver the same retinol. And here's the part that should genuinely change how you shop. Dermatologists have said plainly that the drugstore versions often match, and sometimes exceed, the retinol concentration of the luxury ones. Retinol is the single most evidence-backed anti-aging ingredient there is. It visibly softens lines, firms, and improves texture over months of use. And the molecule doing that work is identical at $12.88. Who is it for? Almost every woman over 50 serious about fighting lines, starting slowly, 2 or 3 nights a week, always with sunscreen the next morning. $12, not $90, for the same proven active. And let me add the honest nuance, because it is the reason the luxury versions still exist. Dermatologists say the expensive retinols are sometimes better buffered, meaning they are formulated to sting and flake a little less as your skin adjusts. That is a real, if small, advantage. But notice what it is. You are not paying $88 for a stronger result. You are paying it for a gentler ride to the same destination. And a good drugstore retinol layered over moisturizer gets you there just as well, for a fifth of the price, with a little patience. The finish line is identical, and the next one is the higher strength Wrinkle serum that goes toe-to-toe with an $85 celebrity favorite. Number 3 is a stronger retinol Wrinkle serum for skin that has already made friends with retinol and wants more. The drugstore hero is Rossi's Retinol Correction Deep Wrinkle Serum at around $25, and dermatologists line it up directly against luxury retinoid serums like Sunday Riley's A+ at around $85, and even the medical tier products costing well over $100, noting they use similar delivery systems and retinol derivatives. This is a serious, targeted anti-aging serum aimed right at deeper, more established wrinkles, the kind that concern us most after 50, and the $25 one does that serious work. You are paying for the retinoid and its delivery, and Rossi has been perfecting exactly that for decades. Who is it for? Any woman over 50 who wants to target deeper set wrinkles with a proven higher strength retinol. $25, not $85. And the next one is the most powerful anti-ager on this entire list, and it costs about $15. Number 2 is Differin, and this one is close to a public service announcement. Differin is adapalene, and adapalene is not a retinol. It is a true retinoid, a stronger, more potent member of the vitamin A family, and it is the most powerful proven anti-aging active you can buy without a prescription. Here is the remarkable part. It used to be available only by prescription dispensed by a dermatologist, and now it sits on an open drugstore shelf for around $15. A true retinoid smooths fine lines, refines texture, fades dark spots, and stimulates the skin's own collagen more powerfully than the gentle retinols in most expensive serums. So, a $15 tube on the shelf is quietly stronger than a $90 luxury retinol bottle. Sit with that for a second, because it is the single most upside-down fact in all of skincare. The most powerful proven anti-aging active you can buy without a doctor is one of the cheapest things in the whole aisle, sitting near the acne products where most women over 50 never think to look, while 30 feet away a counter sells gentler, weaker versions of the same idea for 6 times the price under a chandelier. The rules matter here. Start slowly, just 2 or 3 nights a week. Buffer it with moisturizer if you are sensitive. Build up gently, because a real retinoid can irritate at first, and always wear sunscreen. Who is it for? Almost every woman over 50 serious about real, visible anti-aging results who is not extremely sensitive. $15 for the strongest thing on the shelf. And now, number 1, the most expensive, most mythologized anti-aging cream in the world, the ultimate test of everything I have told you. Number 1 is Crème de la Mer, and it sells for around $400 an ounce. The drugstore comparison is a simple, excellent barrier cream like CeraVe at around $18. I put this at number 1 because it is the purest test of the whole idea. La Mer makes its most dramatic promise, a 50-year legacy, a fermented miracle broth brewed for months, the fantasy of turning back time in a jar. So let us flip that jar over and read it honestly. After the seaweed extract at the top, the very next ingredients are mineral oil, petrolatum, and glycerin, which are the same basic, effective, and genuinely inexpensive moisturizing ingredients you will find in a $5 tub or in plain baby oil. To be completely fair, that makes La Mer a rich, pleasant moisturizer. But the miracle broth, the part you are actually paying $400 for, has never been published in a peer-reviewed study proving it does more for aging skin than a good drugstore cream. And remember, La Mer is owned by Estée Lauder, the very same company that owns the cheap, honest serums all over this list. There is no youth molecule in that jar that is missing from the $18 one. There is a story brewed for months and a beautiful lid. And here is the cruelest part of the trick, aimed squarely at women our age. The $400 jar sells itself on the promise that it will do what retinol does, reverse the years, except it contains no retinoid at all. It is a rich moisturizer wearing the costume of a miracle. The $18 barrier cream underneath your actual retinol will do more for your skin's future than the $400 legend ever could. If you want to fight aging, spend your money on the retinol, the acid, and the sunscreen, the things that actually work. Do not spend $400 on a legend. Now, here is how you judge any anti-aging product yourself without me, and it takes about 11 seconds. Ignore the front of the jar completely because the front is where the fantasy words live. The youth, the lifting, the timeless, none of which mean anything. Turn it over and look for the proven actives by name: a retinoid, glycolic or lactic acid, vitamin C, niacinamide, a peptide, and check that they appear high on the list, not buried at the very bottom as a pinch of fairy dust for the marketing. If the proven active is right there near the top, the product works, whatever it costs. If the front promises miracles, but the back is mostly water, thickeners, and a story ingredient hiding at the bottom, you are buying a jar of hope. Do that 11-second flip on your most expensive anti-aging product this week. It will change how you shop forever. And if you want the rest of the series, the vitamin C serums that beat the $180 icon, the makeup that beats the luxury counter, subscribe, because I do this every single week. No sponsor, no PR box, just me and the back of a jar. Now, I promised you the one place spending differently is genuinely worth it, and here it is. And it is important. If you are serious about truly reversing the signs of aging, the real upgrade is not a $90 luxury retinol. It is a prescription. Prescription tretinoin from a doctor is stronger and more proven than any drugstore or luxury retinol on this list. And with insurance, it often costs very little, sometimes less than the cheap bottles. So the smart money move is not trading up to the expensive shelf. It is booking a doctor and paying for the prescription, the one genuine upgrade that actually exists. Think about how completely that inverts the story we are sold. The counter wants you to believe the ladder goes drugstore, then luxury, then some rarefied $300 cream at the top. The real ladder is drugstore retinol at the bottom, and a cheap prescription from a doctor at the top. And the luxury shelf is not on the ladder at all. It is standing off to the side, selling you a beautiful jar and hoping you never ask your dermatologist the question. And one honest note for very sensitive skin: some luxury retinols are buffered and encapsulated to be gentler, which can be worth it if your skin truly cannot tolerate the straightforward drugstore versions. Though gentle drugstore options now exist too. Pay for the prescription. Pay for what your skin can tolerate. Never pay for the fantasy on the front of the jar. So strip away all 9 products, and here is what you actually keep. The villain was never the Ordinary or ROC or even Lamar, which is allowed to sell a lovely cream with a beautiful story. The villain is the reflex, the quiet little voice that says the $400 cream must contain something the $18 one does not, because that reflex is the only thing holding up the entire luxury anti-aging industry. The retinol does not know what it cost. The molecule does not work harder in a heavier jar. Flip the jar, find the proven active, buy it at the price that active actually costs, and match the product to what your skin needs and not the price to your fear of aging. And you will fight the years more effectively over 50 for a fraction of what the counter wanted and never be talked down to in that aisle again. So tell me down in the comments, which expensive anti-aging cream or serum did you swear was worth it? And which one are you finally going to go replace with the drugstore version that has the very same active? Be honest, I read every single one. And in the next video, I am taking on vitamin C, the $12 serum that goes head-to-head with the $180 luxury icon every dermatologist name drops. Subscribe so you do not miss it.